We are streaming from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm lucky to have Pete Freeman with me today on dobro and pedal steel. You'll hear a lot from him. And I'd like to get a welcome to our international listeners on record as well. So I'll say bonjour, bienvenue, bem-vindos, and bienvenidos, just to make sure I don't miss anybody. But anyway, I'm glad to be able to do this streaming show and give you a bit of a preview if you haven't heard songs from my new album, Looking for the Light. We'll be doing 6 of them today and a couple others. And we're going to start off with a song called Call Back Your Soldiers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Call back your soldiers, they're fixing to die for a god or an oligarch's gain. There are too many damaged, too many gone, for reasons that mothers can never explain. Call back your lovers who whisper and cry and long for a stranger to kiss. There are predators lingering in the tall grass, with potions of lies and promises of bliss. I lie awake in the night, wondering how this all began. Beauty and darkness collide all over and over again. Call back your children while there's still time, from the guns and the needles that wait. Lead them to harmony, teach them to rhyme, for the songs that they sing might just change our fate. Lead them to harmony, teach them to rhyme, for the songs that they sing might just change our fate. All right, call back your soldiers. Yeah. You will be noticing me changing guitars, because that first one was was in a tuning called Dadgad, which is different from a standard tuning, and this guitar is in a standard tuning, so you don't have to listen to me tune. Anyway, so there will be several tunes. It's the first time I've used that tuning. For guitar players, you'll know what I mean. This one's a song called Hey Baby. I think it's about forgiveness, and I guess you could think of forgiveness as like a bank account. If you need to make some deposits, so when you need to withdraw, there's something there. I learned this lesson very late in life. Anyway, Hey Baby. 3, 4. Sitting at the window, looking for the light. Saw my baby coming home, she didn't look right. I said, hey baby, why you look so glum? She said, I'm sick and tired of you sucking your thumb. That hit the soft spot right where it pains. It's the same old puddle whenever it rains. I said, hey baby, you know what I think. Hey baby, let's go get a drink. She'd heard it all before. Sometimes she likes the sound, but later in the evening, when it all falls down, she gets a bit short on that merciful gene. She starts to speak the truth, if you know what I mean. Then it's too late to run, it's too late to hide. There's no drunken sailor can hold back that tide. I said, hey baby, what you say is right, I'll be a good man someday. Just not tonight, I'll be a good man someday. Just not tonight. Came a time we drifted on two separate ways. She couldn't understand my business, I didn't know what to say. She went down to Tucson to feel those desert breezes blow. Met up with some sweet cowboy, the rest I'll never know. One day at the window, I was looking for the sun. I saw my baby coming home, she looked like the one. She said, hey baby, I won't be your slave, but you know baby, I think there's something we can save. You know baby, I think there's something we can save. As the sun went down, I swear I saw a rainbow shine. I said, hey baby, think I've seen the light. Hey baby, let's start tonight. Hey baby, I think I've seen the light. Come on baby, let's start tonight. Hey baby. Okay, Pete's gonna get a one-song break here.
Okay, I'll be back.
All right, he'll be back on pedal steel next time. This next one is called Caravan. I wrote it in reaction to the refugee crisis, people from Central America coming to this country, and it seems to be getting worse. I wrote this in 2019, however, and things have not gotten any better. It's an attempt to tell a personal story of a young man in El Salvador and the violence he experienced there and a trip to the U.S. There's a couple of Spanish expressions you might not know. One, la migra, which refers to immigration authorities here in the U.S., and then la mara, which is short for La Mara Salvatrucha, which is one of the gangs. that operates in several Central American countries, including El Salvador. Caravan. We were living in a one-room shanty on the outskirts of San Salvador, when La Mata came to take my sister. My brother took off out the door, saw him running, heard the thunder, saw him stumble, heard him fall, heard him fall, heard him fall. Now I'm on the road across Oaxaca, walking in a caravan. I'm heading for the land of dollars. I want to live to be a man. Saw him running, heard the thunder, saw him stumble, heard him fall, heard him fall. Now La Migra wants to know my reasons. Just inside the San Isidro gate, I can hardly speak from shaking. All I can think of is my brother's fate. Saw him running, heard the thunder, saw him stumble, heard him fall, heard him fall, heard him fall. La Migra didn't buy my story. They put me on an aeroplane. As I look down on the Sierra Madre, I know that I'll be back again. 'Cause I saw him running, heard the thunder, saw him stumble, heard him fall, heard him fall, heard him fall, heard him fall, heard him fall. Hi, Karen, Dan, Carlos, nice to see you. The next one is another Dadgad song from you guitarists out there. And this one was what I call a good love song, written for a special occasion, called The Sweetness of This. Together alone on top, with a vision as clear as the mist, in a world full of airplanes and trolley stops, brought to life by the sweetness of kiss. We were wandering dreamers lost in the clouds, who had read all the poets and cried, daring to say things right out loud, with no way of knowing we lied. And the wheels kept on turning, the tarot cards never seemed right, but the fires kept on burning, lighting our way through the night, through the night. We followed the west winds to Africa, to China and Greece and Japan. Now the children of children give back to us the fullness of gifts and demand. Now our places are teeming with memories, burden and grace of our things, dissonance changing to harmonies, as the night birds they rustle their wings. And the wheels kept on turning, the tarot cards never seemed right, and the fires kept on burning, lighting our way through the night, through the night. Together alone on a mountaintop, with a vision as clear as a kiss, in a world full of airplanes and trolley stops, kept alive by the sweetness of this. And the wheels keep on turning, the tarot cards always seem right, and the fires keep on burning, lighting our way through the night, through the night, through the night. All right. Pete Freeman on pedal steel there. I'm going to now change guitars and do one of the funky songs from the album. There are 3 or 4 of those, but in our streaming setup, it's a little bit harder to get that rhythm section in here. This one's a song called Slippin', and it was written in 2019, but it turns out to be a reasonable 2020 song, and we're never going to have to explain what that means, a 2020 song. A year like no other. So this is Slippin'. Got a few dollars, but not much sense. It takes great big swings, never reaches the fence. It's a pretty close call when you're half a man, sitting sideways on a horse, doing the best you can. He's slipping round the bend. This may just be where his story ends. She stays up late watching Nordic Noir. She kinda like Billy, but he went too far. Now she's counting the seasons, she's given up hope. A Unitarian sinner in love with the Pope. She's slipping round the bend. This may just be where her story ends. No one can remember when the lighthouse turned to black. The end of time is the end of rhyme. There's no way back, no way back. I got one eye shut, the other eye peeled, in case the Graham Ripple wants to make a deal. It's been a good run, but you know it can't last, 'cause when the chickens get to roosting, the tide's cast and I'll be slipping round the bend. This may just be where our story ends. In the pale moonlight, I heard a big dog howl. Seemed like everyone there was going cheek to jowl. If you want to believe, you have to take your place. Get your confidence up so you can show your face, or you'll be slipping round the bend. This may just be where our story ends. No one can remember when the lighthouse turned to black. The end of time is the end of rhyme. There's no way back, no way back. We like to talk, but we drive big cars. You know there's not enough room for us all on Mars. The wildfires burn, the seas turn to plastic. The future is gone and now it's not so fantastic. We're slipping round the bend. This may just be where our story ends. We're slipping round the bend. We're slipping round the bend. We're slipping round the bend. This may just be where our story ends. We're slipping round the bend. 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 All right. Hopefully we're not slipping around the bend. Sometimes it seems that way, doesn't it? All right, this next one is called a Heart and Razor Wire. I'm going to take a short commercial interruption here to remind you this is a preview. Everything up to now, and including this song, is from the album Looking for the Light, which was released in early April, although it actually showed up on Spotify and so forth earlier. Anyway, it's available, and if you don't have it yet and would like it, I'll give you a way to find it, which is actually, I'm putting up the donate. If you donate to this concert and support the arts, I will email you and leave your address. I'll email you a copy of the CD. Of course, you can go to Bandcamp, ChristopherMarkJones.bandcamp.com, and buy whatever format you want there as well. So that's the only commercial interruption. That's it. But it's great to have you all here. And Leo, I see, checked in. from Bradford in the UK. So, A Heart in Razor Wire. Now, this one was written about my generation's war, which was Vietnam. And it's told from the point of view of a Wisconsin farm boy. I was a Wisconsin boy, not a farm boy, but knew many. And it was the last war with the draft, of course, and your lottery number determined the order of your call-up. So it was the last lottery that I've heard of where if you won, you lost. And so this is the story of such a boy. A Heart in Razor Wire. Life was sweet in Crawford County, though we worked from sun to sun. All my brothers, they were hunters, but I never shot a gun. On the day they drew my number, I went out behind the shed, and I cried like some little baby, thinking I would soon be dead. We were bussed up to Milwaukee, our draft notice in our hands, to find out who would get lucky and escape from Vietnam. Farm boys had no doctor's letters, had no deferments, told no lies. When that bus got back to farmland, we were whispering our goodbyes. And the first time I heard the mortars and saw the gunships flashing fire, a white terror took my breath away and wrapped my heart in razor wire, razor wire. We fought in the jungle, on the delta, in the rice. This land was never our land, and yet we paid the price. The brothers from the ghetto, from the factories and the farms, we sometimes died in bunches, sometimes in each other's arms. And every time I heard the mortars and heard the gunships flashing fire, that same terror took my breath away and wrapped my heart in razor wire, razor wire, razor wire. When I came back to Crawford County, no one would look me in the eye. Janie took me out of pity, she would hold me when I'd cry. The cocaine made me jumpy, the junket made me nod. I lost my place, I lost my grace, and I slept out in the yard. And I still heard the mortars and saw the gunships flashing fire, and that same terror took my breath away and wrapped my heart in razor wire, razor wire. Janie says that she still loves me, but she can't do this no more. The only sound that's worse than gunshots was when she finally slammed the door. Now I go down to the Legion, pipes blue ribbon and a shot. We talk about the hard times, that's what's left, that's all I've got. Every night I hear the mortars and see the gunships flashing fire, and that same terror takes my breath away and wraps my heart in razor wire, razor wire, razor wire. A Heart and Razor Wire. Pete Freeman on pedal steel. All right. Now we're going to take a little left turn here and do a couple of songs that aren't on the album. One of them, which I played a lot, is from Atlantica, and it's a hitchhiking song, partially based on a true event in northern Wisconsin. It's called The Trapper's Wife. One, two, three, four. She pulled right over and picked me up, asked me where you going tonight. I said I might make it to Blacker if the wind keeps blowing just right. I said that, she said that's nice, but I turned off the top of the next rise. If you want, you can stay the night, there's no need to act surprised. My house is a little worse for wear. There's traps and snowshoes piled up everywhere. Used to have a man share my bed, but it's been 7 long years now. He's been dead. I said, all right, it's getting on dark. The trucks don't stop up here. I could use a bite to eat and some Pabst Blue Ribbon beer. She said, don't get happy, your bed is a pile of skins. Last week's stew is almost gone and the moonshine is running thin. My head is a little worse for wear. These dusty memories tucked in everywhere. Used to have a man share my bed, but it's been 7 long years now. He's been dead. She pulled in at the Texaco. She came out with the Pabst, stacked it up on the muskrat hides between the gas cans in the back. She said, heat some water on the wood stove, you don't smell that good. In the dark we didn't talk much, we just did what we could. Morning come, she drove me down to the highway, dropped me at roadside, said, I'm Jolene, not that it matters, what matters is what's inside. My heart is a little worse for wear. All these old love songs tangled everywhere. Used to have a man share my bed. Now there's a new song playing in my house, in my heart, and in my head. There's a new song playing in my house, in my heart, and in my head. Alrighty. Yeah. That's called picking and grinning right there, folks. Picking and grinning. Now we're going to do something which songwriters tend to do because they don't know any better, which is to play a brand new song that's not even on the record. This is a song that we are still, songwriters are still trying to write, even though this is pretty much the only way we're performing these days. And in Pittsburgh, I know that people are tuning in from various places where things are better or worse than it is here in Pittsburgh, but not much going on in terms of live, out in the wild music at the moment, but I'm sure it will come back in the at least intermediate future. In the meantime, we got what we got. So this is a song, this is kind of the anti-forgiveness song, which really I wrote. This is sort of my interpretation of what a Nashville song would sound like, and it's a song telling the story of someone who is tired of counting the number of concessions he or she has made and has had it, and they don't want to hear about it anymore. So that song's title is Anymore. I don't want to be here when you come knocking in the rain. I don't want to be here when you try to explain. You say you're cold and lonely, but I can't hear that refrain anymore. I don't want to be here to help you pay your bills. I don't want to be here to wipe up all your spills. You say that you still love me, I just don't feel the thrill anymore. How can I miss you if you won't go away? Why should I kiss you if you won't ever stay anymore? Anymore. You don't want to be here when the baby starts to cry. You don't want to be here when I catch you in your lies. So you love me anymore. How can I miss you if you won't go away? Why should I kiss you if you don't ever stay anymore? Anymore. You believe in bright tomorrows, I sure don't see how. And if there has to be an ending, let it be now. I don't want to dance anymore. How can I miss you if you won't go away? Why should I kiss you if you won't ever stay anymore? All right, anymore. And it's a song that I think that's the first time I've actually played it. Right, so we're going to finish up with this next one. And that means I have to change guitars, of course. One for you. This is a song called If I Were a Miner, and I wrote it, I think, when I was trying to explore what it was like to be some people who are, on the surface anyway, are very different from me and what we might have in common. This is what came out. And I'll get another chance, but I'd like to thank Pete Freeman again for coming out and contributing.
My pleasure.
And making it a special, more special than, I mean, we don't have a lot of these opportunities, and having Pete along to really sweeten these songs
Lots of fun.
yeah, good stuff. And I'm guessing it's not it's the first time we've actually played live. He's on the record, of course, but I'm guessing it's not our last time playing live together. So, all right, so If I Were a Miner. If I were a miner, I'd work in the night and see sunshine on Sundays. I'd be pale as moonlight. If I were a miner, I'd be union bound to bring up the black gold from under the ground. But I am no miner, I take no union stands, I bring home no coal dust to wash from my hands. Though I am no miner, I work in the night, see sunshine on Sundays, I'm pale as moonlight. If I were a soldier, I would try not to hate. I believe in our mission, that it's not too late. If I were a soldier and my mother's son, I'd still follow orders and kill with my gun. But I am no soldier, I'm an army of one. I follow no orders, I carry no gun. Though I am no soldier, I try not to hate. I believe in my mission, that it's not too late. If I were a welder, I'd build great ships with fire, look straight into starlight and trace with a wire. If I were a welder, I would long for the dark, dream of hunting and walleyes and the song of the lark. I am no welder, no wielder of flame. I bring no forgiveness, no heat and no blame. No, I am no welder. I long for the dark, dream of hunting and walleyes and the song of the lark. If I were a farmer, I would rise with the sun, breathe wheat dust and diesel, and I'd never be done. If I were a farmer, I would stand in my field and dream of the harvest to conjure my yield. But I am no farmer, my hands break no herb. There is no root nor blossom to establish my word. Though I am no farmer, I stand in my field and dream of a harvest that some future may yield. Though I am no farmer, I stand in my field and dream of a harvest that some future may yield. If I were a writer, I would sit in the park and wait for a moonbeam to splinter the dark. If I were a writer, I would offer my time through the cities of danger and the nations of rhyme. But I am a writer, my pen is my knife. I cut to the bone, and I surrender my life. Yes, I am a writer, and I farm, fight, and mine, and I weld my conviction to each bloody line. Yes, I am a writer, and I farm, fight, and mine, and weld my convictions to each bloody line. All right, folks. Thanks to everyone for coming, listening. Donate if you can, and if you feel inspired to listen to the music, please make a point in finding it. But great to have you here and have a fresh take on many of these songs from Pete Freeman. It was a great pleasure, and we'll see you next time down the path, down the road a bit, and stay safe, Stay well. Adeusinho. Adios. Au revoir. See you next time. Bye, everybody.